it seemed like the whole world changed when that happened because I was there for it. I kind of feel like if I had been looking out the window a little sooner, maybe she could have lasted maybe an hour longer. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of energy out of me. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of that oomph factor that I had. It took the fun out of me. I didn't feel like smiling no more, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I want to do was smoke and eat snacks and play this little game and go to work. Dude, I lost a lot of confidence, man. Strong, man. I lost a lot of all the good things, the basic good things that make a good man. I feel like I lost. I feel like I lost my way. I feel like I lost strength. I feel like I lost weight. Things that I know that, strong, if I just apply myself, I won't lose these. But for me, the biggest lie for me that depression tells is that you are alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You can make yourself think that you're alone, but you still are not alone. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got a conscience in your head. Before my mama passed, and you can go on after this, I just want to say this. Before she passed, she said, I heard about you doing this podcast talking thing. Them people said they like you. I watched some of it. You made me laugh, boy. I didn't know you was that funny. You doing a good job. That was the only comment I got from my mama. I hold that here. Excuse me.
Why do you believe strangers support us before family?
Well, off of my own experiences, man, you know, I really started mostly off Facebook Live and Instagram Live, you know. At the time, YouTube was, you had to have a certain amount of followers to go YouTube Live. And I wasn't hip to the YouTube game, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I started doing the Facebook Live stuff, Instagram Live stuff. I'm like, okay, now I got to try to meet people, start reaching out. So things that I collect, hobbies that I'm into, you know, sports, wrestling, comics, hats, kicks, you know, stuff that I'm into. I'm reaching out to some of them who had big followings, asking them that they want to talk about their journey collecting or finding stuff and, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that also takes work because you have to look into their page, go back into history, and make sure that you also keep whatever audience that's watching, keep them, you know, engaged in what you're talking about. So you already know if you starting with, okay, like a hat collector. So, you know, most of the people watching gonna be people that collect hats, New Era hats, whatever, you know, fitted hats, snapbacks, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And most of them people aren't people next door. We in Alabama. Yeah. So I might be talking to somebody, for example, in Arizona, one of my cool friends called Chef and Brims. So me and him created a place-to-place Instagram. You know, you can have 3 to 4 people on the screen. We reaching out to people, interviewing them together. How come I can't do that with somebody that is next door or down the street or up the road? You know what I'm saying? And I've reached out and tried, but seemed like nobody will give it a chance to think about it. Mm-hmm. So, and that's family members included. Yeah. They rather watch me talk about it than
help you.
Help.
Yeah.
Or add to.
Yeah.
So, those people out there that I don't know, New Mexico, Albuquerque, Arizona, the bottom part of Cali, people in Tennessee, you know what I'm saying? It's people I know just off those alone. Mm-hmm. I ain't kin to them, I ain't don't grow up with them, I ain't know a day of my life. I just probably know them now, maybe some of them now might have been known for 5 years. But it's the point of they took a chance out of their day where they stay at, to see if this guy over here is for real. Mm-hmm. Then when I showed that I'm for real, we start, you know, chopping stuff up together. It didn't last because life changed for people. So, but that's pretty much the base of where I get that from, where, you know, people reaching out to you when you look at your chats and when you look at your likes and when you look at your hearts, everybody's last name ain't yours. Your first cousins and second cousins has got different last names, but they still family. You don't see them on there. If you looking like that, you see white lady from over there. You see Jamaican from over there. You see somebody that you went to school with that you ain't seen in years. You see stuff like that. Now, when you do see your family, it make you feel so much better. It make you feel like you really, 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 before my mama passed, and you can go on after this. I just want to say this. Before she passed, she said, I heard about you doing this podcast talking thing. Them people said they like you. I watched some of it. You made me laugh, boy. I didn't know you was that funny. You doing a good job. That was the only comment I got from my mama. I hold that here. Excuse me, microphone. I hold that here.
As far as support for me.
Yes, sir.
And condolences to your loss. And
Thank you.
For your mom, we definitely want you to, you know what I'm saying, just be healed and everything. Like, I can't even understand the loss of a mom or the loss of a parent at all. I can't understand.
And don't want you to either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so I did want to make sure I took time out to make sure that I told you that I'm sorry to hear about your loss and definitely be lifting you up in prayer.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because I don't know what a bereavement period for a parent is. I'm just going to go ahead and assume, and I could be making the first three letters of the word out of myself by thinking that it's going to be a long journey.
I ain't got,
you see,
2023, September 3rd, that morning. I've seen, the story is the story. I was there for it. God made sure I was there for it. 2023, and I still feel like last night. And everybody who has already been through this, they tell me the same thing, Strong. They say, you ain't gonna never feel better. You're just gonna have to learn how to cope with it. When they tell me that, and I want people to understand, I don't feel better because they went through it. It make me understand better how to deal with it because it ain't easy to deal with at all.
Yeah.
But you have to, but it don't stop. Because you got to think about this. We lost grandma. She lost her mama. Grandma lost her mama. So even though it's a non-stop cycle, you have to understand it don't stop. It don't stop. So you're going to be sad. You're going to be down. But you got to come back. Because now you have to live. You already been living, but now you have to live. That's what they had you for, to live.
Yeah. I can't even imagine. And shout out to Carolyn Orstover, my mother, a wonderful woman of God.
Yes.
And so back to what we were talking about.
Yes, sir.
To me, that's all the family support I needed. Don't get it twisted. When I think of mom, I think of both parents. So both of my parents supported me and told me to keep going.
Keep going.
And once they told me that, it was a wrap. And shout out to my Frankie Strong, super entrepreneur. Shout out to my uncle Thomas Durrell Strong, super entrepreneur. Shout out to my uncle Barry Strong, Barry Wynn Strong. They came and supported me, and all three told me to keep going.
Keep going.
And to not listen to nobody. And so that support right there, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'll never quit.
Never.
You see what I'm saying? So I'll never quit. And so I said all that to say, your mom got to see you pod, and you said she was proud of you. And I don't think you ever need to quit, and I don't think you ever need any more support than that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Moving forward, do people secretly want you to succeed, or do people want you to succeed, but in secret, not more than them? As far as being a creator with your own channel, you have close to 500 subs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
And you have several uploads. So do you feel like people want to see you succeed, or they don't want to see you make it to a real level?
I definitely know that it's out there that matter that want to see me win because I want to see them win.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you come from the old school. You get respect by earning it. Know what I'm saying? Versus those that you start with, you cheer for them, but they don't cheer for you. And that's where that feeling come from. You know what I'm saying? We make the content, but we don't make the content for it to just sit there and sit still. Everybody's, in my opinion, everybody that's a part of a group or a team have to put some hand or effort into putting this brand out there, putting this name out there. If you have a team, You know what I'm saying? You have to put in the effort and you have to put in the work. People who don't want to see me win, I don't really think I'm looking for them. You know what I'm saying? Like learning, I ain't gonna say knowing what I know, but learning how much I've learned from 2014 before I even thought about trying to talk on a microphone in front of a camera or on a live to somebody in a state somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I had to put myself not in a box, but just put myself on a bullseye. Who really want to hear Cooks 24 talk? I get the compliments, you know what I'm saying? I get the laughs, I get the points. There you go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care about the fame part. I want to know that I'm appreciated. So to answer that question, I really don't care who don't like me. I just want to know that the ones who do love what I do are interested, entertained, and care about what I do. I know earlier off the record, we was talking about those who care. You know, one-man crew versus somebody who'd have been part of multiple teams. You got more of the love for this because you created it by yourself. Can't nobody come in here and say, give me my light, give me my camera, give me my tripod, give me my pictures, give me my, this yours. You work hard for it and your other, this y'all. You know what I'm saying? Me coming from teams, I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't take my words away, but you can take the videos. You can take the flash drives. You can, matter of fact, you can just tell me to go home and lock your door. We started together, you know, ride together. We're supposed to be there to the end. But things happen. God bless me with a mind and a heart to say, hey, you ain't by yourself in this world. You got to understand other people got problems. If something going good for you and ain't going good for them, you have to understand that. You know what I'm saying? So to those who rock with me, I rock with them, and I'm going to work harder to keep you entertained. And for those who don't rock with me, I ain't got nothing to hate on you about. I'm going to keep my distance. I ain't looking for you. You ain't looking for me. Let's keep it like that. But if I do see you, I'm going to still throw my finger up in there like that. All right, I see you now. All right now. I'm going to still do the all right now. And then that's it.
That was a wonderful example for all upcoming creators or current creators as far as teamwork, getting it done, and no one being bigger than the destination.
Yes, sir.
And so the journey to the destination is going to have road bumps. You see production teams. You brought up lighting. You brought up editing. You brought up flash drives, things of this nature. Everyone who deals with social media and trying to become a creator.
Yes, sir.
They're going to deal with some of that at some point. Now, I do appreciate what you said about my platform, and I do agree with you. And I wouldn't do it any other way ever again.
Mm-hmm.
I would, and I advise all small creators, this small, you can just do it yourself. Because at some point, somebody's going to look at you away. It could be that the local chick looked at you weird at the gas station, and but it was their camera, and I don't mean it like that because you already know I rock with the people who operated your situation.
Word.
That's why I ain't talking about those people.
Mm-mm.
I'm talking about I'm speaking to a larger audience.
Yes.
I don't subject myself to a box of local.
Mm-mm.
So I don't even think in local anymore. Praise God. And so I say go at it alone. I'll tell everybody what to buy and what you need. Always just hit me up. You feel me? I'll tell you what you need and what to buy and where to buy it from. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But as far as being a creator and a small creator and starting something, I praise God that I thought about the end before the beginning.
Mm-hmm. And
so I knew I was going to have to go at it alone because I already knew the first time somebody played with me at all that it wasn't going to go their way. And that whatever had to happen to me for it to go my way was going to be fine with me. Mm-hmm. So I just went ahead and just, with help, a lot of help.
Yes, sir.
A lot of help.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Marquise True Fernando for Andrew Strong III, Andrew Strong Jr., all these people, my wife, Janara Strong, my mother, Carolyn Strong, my father, Andrew Strong, Jr., I just couldn't have done it without them. And special shout out to Brandon. Can't think of Brandon's last name, but he built everything. Everything that you see Brandon put in the walls, things of this nature. And I just had to slow walk the dog. And it took a long time.
Yeah.
You know, and then we was ready. And then we said we're not saying that we're not ready anymore. Right. We're just shooting. And not to mention Jerome Michael White came. I just went to his apartment and I took these two right here. I just took them. I opened his closet. He had 1 million paintings. They had already done. And he said, Strong, these ain't even complete. I said, I got to have them. I can't even really remember the conversation. And he came over here and done this by hand in real life. And I think I filmed it.
Man, I know it was.
He done this. Yeah, I felt like I was watching Basquiat
in
real life. I kept coming back in every 10 minutes to check and see. And once I seen what he did up here, I know the audience can't see it. I said, oh, wow, this is absolutely amazing. And he didn't charge me a dime. If YouTube ever pays me, I'm going to pay him.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Yeah.
But I said all that to say it's going to be very few people who are going to really support you and not look at it from a competitive nature.
Yeah.
See, we're supposed to operate on the creative instead of the competitive.
Right.
But if you got teammates that's operating in the competitive and all they see is you scoring, you see what I'm saying? They supposed to, every time you score, they're supposed to see themselves score.
See yourself.
Everybody who's really attached to me in real life, when they see me score, when they see me on TV, when they see me have a good podcast, when they see I have good viewership or good engagement, they feel like they scored as well. Yeah. And if they don't, then they're not attached to me. They shouldn't be attached to me. And I pray to God in Jesus' name, Yeshua HaMashiach, that they get away from me immediately.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No negative energy.
I apologize for being so long-winded.
Oh, no, no. Get it out.
It's just you talking about, I asked you what you wanted to talk about, and you brought up being a creator and what the deal is and several other things. And so that's something I'm very passionate about.
Yes, sir.
With that. It's easy to whip up some questions for you. Do creators secretly crave attention, or is it something deeper? Do creators secretly crave attention, or is it something deeper?
I mean,
I'll let you answer.
I mean, you gotta want some of it. I mean, that's the goosebumps. You gotta want some of it. I mean, when people walk up to you and say, "Man, when is you dropping that next show? Because that one you last did was dump, man. So on there was talking or whatever you had on there, or if you were showcasing something, whatever it was, they enjoyed it, they loved it, and they was like, I got to let you know what's next. Come on with some more of that fire that you got right there. And that make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? It make you stand up a little taller. It make you smile a little more. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you go to another city. I done been to another city and that happened to me. And it make you feel good. When white people walk up to me and say that feel good to me. I don't care, man. All that racist stuff, hold up. This person just walked up to me and said, I like how you sound. You made me laugh. I really like that hat that you had on. That outfit was cool. I like that question that you asked where you said so-and-so, so-and-so. And then part of my stuff was I would have a survey in the back of this and that. So I might ask somebody, red or blue? Or I'd be like, first of all, they'd be like, and when people got used to it, they'd be like, oh, you got the survey for me today? Oh, I was waiting on this. That's my favorite part of your interviews. So it's like you want some of that. It made me make better surveys to the point to where I'm going to figure out the type of person you is, and every word that I pick, this or that, is going to pertain to you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got that good at it. Because of the attention, because of the, you know what I'm saying? But, dot. But don't get soaked up in it, because that's where I feel like you lose it. You know what I'm saying? You getting so much attention to where you are talking like you 7 foot tall, but you 5'9". See what I'm saying? You gloating and you saying this and you saying that. And that's when karma start kind of knocking. You know what I'm saying? That's when the universe kind of starts saying, hey, you smelling yourself a little too hard now. Now, I gave you this much, a rope. Don't think we finna just start pulling you up. You still got to climb now. We just gave you a little easy. You know what I mean? We gave you a little cliff to stand on for a minute and breathe and look down and say, boy, I made it up here high, didn't I? You know what I'm saying? So just don't let the attention take over you. Love the attention because that's part of it. The attention is what make that. Attention is what make me go look for a podcast that I like to watch. You know what I mean? Nobody mentioned, but you know what I'm saying? Make me want to go watch. Make me want to go see. Make me want to comment what they talking about today, who they got on there today. You know what I'm saying? Whoever shows it be. So that's kind of how I feel about that.
That was a wonderful answer.
Excuse me for my long wind too.
Oh God, no! This is long form content right here that we do.
Word up.
Now, I like 19 Keys. I like Joe Rogan. I like Joe Budden. These are the guys that I watch. And so everything's long form.
Gotcha.
Now, I feel like I hate the phrase "be humble" because people mean it as far as in the eyesight of man. They talking about what they see.
Okay.
Now, I love be humble in the eyesight of God. And so that's why my humility lies. And so once my humility lies there, I understand that I'm not representing me anymore. And so once I understand that, then I get that it's not about me.
Mm-hmm.
But the attention, I love attention. I always liked attention.
Yeah.
I always liked attention my whole life. What are you talking about? I like girls looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I like men hating on me. I like it. I like the attention. But I understand that it's not about me, it is about him. And I try to allow the mind that's in Christ also to be in me. And so by doing that alone, I don't even feel accomplished. I don't feel nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it all goes to God.
Yeah.
You feel me? But at the same time, I want somebody to be able to learn something about it. I don't want to just be up here just, you know what I'm saying, making people feel uncomfortable because I'm you know what I'm saying, rocking with God too heavy. I mean, you can't rock with God too heavy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, you know what I mean, I don't want to alienate anyone. I want the biggest sinner. I want the lowest of the low to be able to enjoy my content.
Yeah.
Because if the mind also be in Christ be in me, then he didn't come to save the saved.
Gotcha.
You feel me? And so I don't even really want to talk to the saved. They cool. You feel me? But we hunters, we fishers of men as well over here. And so since we fishing men for Christ, then I just don't want to come off arrogant, pompous, douche.
But you got to be confident.
Well, I mean, I could not never be unconfident. So I'm saying I was born. I came out of my mom. I was a natural birth in wedlock. So that's a double blessing right away.
Yeah.
And then they named me Major.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard to be unconfident person. 1994, I was 10. The movie Major Pain came out, and that's when my phrase came about. I don't crack. I stay facts. So if you want to snap on me, we finna start talking about what's really going on. And then at that point, it just turned into I don't crack. I fight. Let's just fight it out.
Yeah.
You want to talk about my dad and my mama because she got a Jerry curl? Let's just fight it out. Let's fight it out. What you want to do?
That's too crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I apologize. Moving forward.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so we spoke on that. When did you realize this isn't just content anymore?
Once I started once I knew that I had to start putting the work in. What I just said, all that. Once I figured out and once I watched and started understanding, reading, listening to audiobooks, watching these little dudes on here step by step, telling you. Then you watch the people that you like, and they might have a session where they talk about stuff like this. You don't want nobody up here going, you know what I'm saying? Where they getting ready to talk, That's a turnoff.
1,000, you know what I'm saying, back to back is crazy.
Man.
And I found myself doing it. I'm gonna edit out all my nouns. You see what I'm saying? I just said, you see what I'm saying? I'm gonna edit out so many like I hate watching me. And I love watching Oprah. I love watching Bill Maher. They're the greatest. And Larry King, who is the greatest of the greats of the greats. Sally Jesse Raphael.
Arsenio
is at the top. Arsenio is different. Don't talk about him as much. Probably should do a whole joint on Arsenio and how he interviews and how he speaks so eloquently. No, you know what I'm saying. No, you feel me. And but Oprah, she is.
I was watching Stephen A. Smith one time because
he him.
And he said, one thing I can't stand, when I have a cat on here talking, they be talking about, he'll ask her something, they'll be like, yeah, man, you know what I mean, know what I mean, know what I mean. Stephen A. Smith said, no, I don't know what you mean. Won't you tell me? No. He said, cats got to learn how to vocabulary themselves and stuff. So one of my things, that helped me with stuff like that is I kind of created my own lingo how I talk. Yeah. And it helped me surf through them tough, them tough times when you're conversating, dialogue, and, whatever, you know what I mean? It kind of helped me. It actually adds a little small, itty bitty comedy factor to it. So if you didn't get it, you still giggle and you laughed a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't as heavy on the edit part like I should be. You know what I'm saying? So I have to use my other tools, the basic tools, to make it through. Because the basic tools still work. The upgraded tools are the ones to get to. But if you can't get to the upgraded tools, use your basics. Just use them to the best of your abilities until you learn from people like you. You teaching me something right now. I've been doing this, trying this, attempting this since 2014. You done taught me more today than I've learned in the last 5 years. Off of the revamping part, changing certain titles parts, more lighting parts.
Everything we talk about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I try to get game with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, anybody come over here that's a creator, I want you to see everything. I want you to catch on to everything going on. I want you to win because I see myself winning. I mean, I don't see myself winning. I've already won. I mean, regardless to where I'm at now, I've already won. Yeah. I already won. I overcame way too much. Been through several obstacles in my life. I praise God, my 4 wonderful children, my wonderful wife, things of this nature. I already won, and so I can see everybody winning. And I also see when I look at you, I see me. And this goes for every human on earth. This goes for every human on. I don't find it a robbery to be equal with God. You see? And so when I look at everybody, I see the breath of life in everybody.
Yes.
And so I see a part of myself in everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I understand who I truly am. I already didn't start separating me from the body.
Yeah.
Because they say to be absent from the body is to be present. You see what I'm saying? So I've already started accepting what the end gonna be, and so I've already won. So victory is mine. They used to sing that at the church all the time when I was a little boy. Victory today is mine. You feel me? I told Satan, get thee behind me. Anyway, let me stop.
Yeah, you right. You right, though.
I'll take off.
Yeah, you right, though.
Moving forward.
Hey, let me say this right fast.
Go ahead.
Before you go, still move forward, but I just want to throw this in there to exclamation point what you just said. If they understand and enjoy the message, there ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like what you just said, people that really understand that and listening, not just hearing you, but listening, like, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time. What they be saying in church? Take your time, Pastor. I'm gonna sit down now, y'all. No, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time, man.
I'm sure I just went up a few caps though on that one.
You telling the truth.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Hey, I appreciate it.
No doubt.
Okay, moving forward, moving past YouTube, social media, being a creator. First thing you started speaking about earlier in my first question, you brought up your mom.
Yes, sir.
What changed inside of you the day that you lost your mom?
Man, I felt like I ain't have a friend in the world except that little dog that was sitting next to me. It seemed like the whole world changed when that happened because I was there for it. I kind of feel like if I had been looking out the window a little sooner, maybe she could have lasted maybe an hour longer. You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of energy out of me You know what I'm saying? It took a lot of that oomph factor that I had. It took the fun out of me. I didn't feel like smiling no more, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I want to do was smoke and eat snacks and play this little game and go to work. That's it. That's all I want to do. And every chance I sat down and started thinking, I started crying. Every time I sat down, look outside the window, all of a sudden now I'm seeing myself outside talking to mama. Now I'm seeing just all the memories, the things that you see in the movies when somebody goes through a death. I'm seeing it. Like, I'm seeing it. Going in the house trying to clean up stuff, and I'm just imagining her walking around the corner. Boy, what you doing? Cook. Come here. Cook egg. Come here. I'm seeing it. Her last moment I got to talk to her, I'm still, every time I walk to that certain spot in my yard, I can still see her telling me, the bill's on you. All right, Mom, I got it. You remember I told you I got it, Mom, I got it. Okay. That was the last time she was well. You know what I'm saying? Looking at some of the things that I wasn't able to fix because she didn't tell me. It make me feel like I let her down. But no, because I didn't create that. You know what I'm saying? I had to remember that what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I had to remember that what I was taught. I had to remember, like we was talking about earlier, what my purpose was. You know, this ain't nothing new, but this my mama. This new for me. But the deaths ain't new. I lost a lot of confidence, man. Strong, man. I lost a lot of all the good things, the basic good things that make a good man. I feel like I lost. I feel like I lost my way. I feel like I lost strength. I feel like I lost weight. Things that I know that, strong, if I just apply myself, I won't lose these. That's when I figured out that anxiety stuff and that depression stuff and all that was real. When my auntie went through it, I thought she was just crazy. When Big Mama went through it, I thought she was just worrying herself to death. Stop worrying. Mama went through it. I figured she was just being mean because me and her had that type of relationship. I'm not your friend. I'm your mama. Uncle Percy didn't go through it, but he went through something that made him slow down. Big Daddy didn't go through that, but he got took away fast. God's plan. So now I look at myself and I'm like, okay, either I'm going to go down like they went down or I'm going to change, rewrite history. This is one step. You are part of that first step, and I'm making the whole journey, the pod journey, the life journey. This is the first step. After we get through talking today, I will never have to talk about this again because now it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding my way back. I'm finding my way back with God, the higher power, and the universe is letting me know you're making the right moves. Don't rush. Slow roll, like you said, slow roll. Because every time I rushed, I ran face first into a wall. Or I'm sitting there by myself. Like Fresh Prince, the last episode, looking around. White J's, looking around. This it. It's the last one. You know what I'm saying? So, but also losing mama made me spiritually stronger. Actually got down on my knees, start praying more. I need to read the Bible more just so I can know the information. I listened to you quote verse after verse. I couldn't tell you if that was the front of the Bible, the back, or the middle. But I know to respect that book. Mama taught me that. My whole family taught me that. We grew up in church. Might not look like it, but we grew up in church. You know what I'm saying? So everybody handle loss is different, but I etch a sketching my way back in this game of life with this. You know, I don't like to use my mama's name like that, but I can't help it because, you know, I ain't never been through this before. You know what I'm saying? And my way of handling might not be somebody else who's been through a way of handling. Some people move away and go to a whole nother home, whole nother state. Some people that used to be mean all the time, now they happy. Some people who happy, now they mean. You know what I'm saying? I got an aunt, God bless her, still going strong, but me and her, we bump heads too much. The funniest person in the world she was when I was little. You go over our house, baskets of candy and all kind of VHS tapes. She went through something in life. Now we can't even sit and talk for about 5 minutes before we like cats and dogs and birds in that house. And then it end up me leaving, me screaming. What I'm doing screaming at my auntie. You know what I'm saying? That stuff don't feel good to me, man. That stuff be grabbing me by the neck. Like I can't swallow because I know it ain't right. And they up there telling me, you know it ain't right. But it's like, man, I'm grown now. How I feel matter too. You know?
The enemy can use death, tragedy, and life's hardships as tools. Those are in the enemy's tool bags. Like one of his his biggest tools. You know, like a small tool, but a key tool to anything is a screwdriver. And so that's one of his screwdrivers: death, tragedy, and life's circumstances. And so that's what that sounds like to me. And I just hate to hear that because I'm just gonna make sure to just be in compliance with all my aunties, whether they right, wrong, indifference. I don't like their opinion or not. I just not like auntie is so dear to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? And so from that aspect, I do feel you. Now, when you said speaking on your mother, I don't feel you. Meaning that I haven't experienced that, nor do I want to.
Mm-mm.
And all I can do is pray your strength in the Lord. And whatever, I just think whatever she would want, you should just try to just lean more into that. The only death I know is very impactful was Inez Orr, 1998, my grandmother, and my two grandfathers who died back to back on my mother's side and on my dad's side. And then a really close friend of mine, more like a brother, Brandon Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And after Brandon's death, I was more bold, and I just didn't care anymore. Now I experienced that after my granddad's death, but I was 24, so I was still young. Or my frontal lobe, they said frontal lobe don't fully develop to 25, and so I was either there or trying to get there. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think my frontal lobe finished developing till well after 30. I'm just be honest with you. I don't think my brain was fully developed till well after 30. And so I want to say Brandon died 2015. I would have maybe been 32 or 31. And so I just didn't care no more about what anybody thought about me. And so the first opportunity God gave me with any kind of money, I tripped out and did what I was going to do. Yeah, and I just couldn't care anymore about their opinions, their thoughts, because I understood that anything negative towards me or competitive towards me was the enemy's nature, and that I was battling not against flesh.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But principalities, evil, the spirits.
The spirits.
See, the spirits be in these folks. You see the spirits in me. You see what I'm saying? I don't want any bad spirits in me, but I ain't the best person in the world.
Same here.
And so death does different things to different people. But for me, it made me a lot bolder. I can't imagine my parents not being here. It would be me being unleashed and unhinged. And I'm sure I wouldn't care about what I said or what anybody thought of what I said. But I don't think that I would lose my principles and morals and integrity, things that they instilled in me.
They were tighten.
And I still got a relationship with Christ. So I don't think that I would wild out too bad.
Mm-mm.
But I might say what I say, and who's going to check me?
You would get, let's hope that's 80 to 100 years from now, okay? You would get better. You already are a seed of what they planned you to be. You will get better. You will get stronger. You will get tighter. You would get better. You're already good. You're already great, but you would get even better. So use that, me being where I'm at and you being where you is, and what you just said, I would tell you as somebody who experienced it, get stronger with what you're doing, use that energy, use that focus, and always live. You know what I'm saying? Just live. Enjoy your moments. Like when people say enjoy your moments with them, because I'm gonna say the same thing. And there's no more else I can say, but enjoy the moments with them people that you know you love and don't want to lose. You know what I'm saying? Even when it seems like they don't really want to talk to you or something or whatever. Get the joy in there, even if you just get one little hug. Because think about this, Strong. My mama would never hug me. She would never give me a hug. She had to go through breast cancer. She lost both of them. So anytime I would try to hug her, she wouldn't hug me. The only time she hugged me was when Uncle Percy died. And she didn't realize I was hugging. And when she finally realized it through the tears, she pushed me off of. So I gotta go the rest of my life till my time come, knowing that I never got a chance to hug my mama, and I won't get a chance to hug her until we meet again. You see what I'm saying? So instead of me being sad and sitting in a dark room, I'm gonna use that energy to love those around me more. Boom! I just taught myself something.
Hey, thank you for opening up about that pause. That's very sensitive subject matter in your life.
Yes.
And shout out to Person Madden, big, huge guys, 6'7", 6'8". Also, I remember he used to give testimonies at church, and my granddad didn't interrupt him. And also shout out to June Madden. We love June.
Auntie.
And the entire Stover family. Moving forward, you spoke on that. My next question was, did grief make you stronger? You already spoke on. Did you ever get angry with God?
He know. I ain't gonna say I got mad, but I sure wonder why I had to be by myself. I didn't get mad, but I just had question after question after question, man. Like, why now? She kept saying, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna live, I'm gonna live. But she wouldn't give me no information on if something happened. If something do happen, mama, I still need to know, what go. And, sometimes, man, I talk to myself. I ain't ashamed to say I talk to myself. I talk to myself. I ain't crazy.
I think we all do.
You know what I mean? I ain't crazy. I ain't psycho. I don't take now pill. I don't take no medicine. Okay? I don't take no medicine.
I definitely talk to me as well.
But I do. I talk to myself. And it's like, dang, why? Like, I see the universal circle back where I started. I left the house at 17, 18, 19, sneaking out the window. Mama locking the door, wouldn't let me back in. Big mama said, you can come in here anytime. Just make sure you get home. You know what I'm saying? And I look at all that, and I'm like, man, what was I doing? What was I doing? What in the world was I doing? I wasn't a good example for my little brother. But I'm steady telling him, don't do like me, little bro. Don't do like me. Go to school, graduate, go to college, try as hard as you can. Don't be like me. Be more like your daddy. Don't be like me. Your daddy went to work and getting a retirement check from Champion Paper Mill. Be like your daddy. 5 cars sitting outside with a big house and ain't got to go no work. All he got to do is just stay healthy because he had sugar. Just stay healthy. Be like your daddy. He chose my road. Now, you're having to go through things. You're making it. You're having to go through things. Look at it. Get mad at God? No. Because I learned a long time ago that everything is like he planned it. If it's like he planned it, ain't no reason to get mad. If this his grand design, ain't no reason for us to get mad then. We get sad. Then they say, celebrate they homegoing. So what's the use of even getting mad that you ain't gonna get no answer to? You know what I'm saying? It ain't like God gonna come down and tell you himself. He ain't finna, but he will mysteriously make you learn. You know what I'm saying? You can pray about it. You should pray about it. You'll get your answer. It might not come right then, but you will get your answer. But being mad at God, no. I just wonder why. But why wonder why when it's part of the plan? Why beat myself in the temple, cry all night, I read, try to find some way to get comfortable when I should just accept it and grow and move on, have my moments, come back, because light bill still got to be paid. Water bill still got to be paid. Your dog, your animal still got to be fed. You still got to get up and wash your tail. You still got to clock in and go to work. You still got to put gas in your car, air in your tires. When it get cold, you still got to have heat. When it get hot, you still got to have air. Your fish has got to have food. If you got a garden, you still got to plant it. You got grass, it still got to be cut. You got dust on your fan, you still got to wipe it off. Trash get full, you still got to change it. If you don't do it, who gonna do it? So why sit around and get mad at God?
Yeah, I won't even speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just I don't think I've been mad at God before, but I've never experienced what you experienced. Now, like I said, I did lose both granddads and my grandma, and I didn't understand, and I just didn't. I mean, sometimes I still don't get it. It's like, God, I wish I could have had more years with both granddads, because I would have got to talk to Carl Samuel more, and I would have got to pick Bishop A.C. Strong Senior. I would have got to pick his brain more, and so it'll be more like a why. But I ain't supposed to be questioning God, and then I'm not mad at God. You know, I'm not mad at God because I got the understanding that being absent from the body is being present with Christ. But I still don't get I don't get the physical talk to the people anymore, and so sometimes that's frustrating. Whatever. But I do feel them still with me.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, not on a weird talking to the ancestors type situation.
I feel you.
Nothing like that. I do understand that there's a gulf between us.
Yes, sir.
And I don't try to cross that gulf because you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't be telling you not to try to be talking to the dead in the Bible. How did you, or how will you, because I did see that it's been a while since you've uploaded. How will you continue to keep creating while carrying pain that nobody else sees?
I have taught myself, excuse me, I have taught myself, a la Uncle Percy, being a dude that work outside all his life, farm, blah, 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 work around heavy metal till he couldn't no more. One thing he taught me about pain, how to absorb pain and use it as fuel, whether it's mental pain, physical pain, whatever kind of pain it is. Learn how to absorb it, soak it up, and use it as fuel because you don't want to feel like that no more. And the best way to not feel like that no more is to work your way away from it. So I will be using at certain moments when it feel like it's hard to get by or to get out of this thought or to get out of that situation or to get out of that angle of a problem, use that energy to focus in more. Use it to be more determined. They say, imagine yourself already at the finish line and how I would feel. So if I do a good job spiritually, I know I'll be able to feel mama and them, my family and them, let me know that you're doing a good job by the blessings that come, by the way that I genuinely, honestly worked my way back to where I want to be and further. You know what I'm saying? Put myself in a position where I'm going to win and not lose, not get held up. A la Major. Put myself in a position where I can win. Like my boy. Like some of my other partners and homegirls and married couples and folks that I've seen start from small and create. No matter what it is, whether they're hammering and nailing, taping, painting, or whatever. They kept creating until they got it to look like they wanted it to look and feel. Then the business part of it, can't nobody take it away from me. I ain't borrowing, I ain't loaning. It's mine. He owns, not yours. The humble thing. I haven't worked on that. I'm going to have to work on that. Because I feel like I've been a pretty humble person for a long, long time.
Just be humble unto God. Man doesn't deserve that.
I get that. You're going to have to tell me that some more because I'm bad about not speaking my mind until I'm up to here. Mm-hmm. When really I should have started speaking my mind when it hit the very bottom line.
Off the top.
That way I wouldn't have got so full. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking with you so much right now because I was so full, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't wait to get this crap out of me. I will never have to talk about it. I feel good. Thank you, Strong. I will never have to talk about this again because now that it's out there in the universe and it's like gone, now I can clay and put together how I need to put together with the advice from those who don't mind giving advice because I'm going to genuinely take that advice and make it work. I've always been a great teammate, man. I don't look at myself as a follower. I know I can be a leader. I know I can because I have before. But I'm such a great teammate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When somebody falls, and we running together, I don't mind grabbing you and pulling you as we running. Get up, come on. You know what I'm saying? I done been in that position before. But then folks that's left me sitting there. They don't feel good. That type of energy, instead of using it to throw snowballs, I'm going to use it to write notes and get stronger language wise and get stronger thinking wise and spread my options out on what I want to talk about. Learn more about the Bible and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Learn more about that because it give you a better understanding of life's obstacles. And when you talk to certain people and they got obstacles, it seems like you know the right thing to say. You ain't knowing, you ain't saying you know everything. You just know the right thing to say because you probably had to go through that or felt that situation. Or, man, that sound like that verse right there. That's what the preacher was talking about that day. Okay, I got it now. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I go to church as a young boy and that preacher be preaching, I'm thinking he talking to me.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, is he talking to me? Looking around.
Every time I go to church, I'll be like, man, the bishop just pulled this out because I walked in. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I'm going to use that energy, man, to just make myself better instead of bitter.
Mm-hmm. That's good. And another thing I got to tell you, they told Kobe Bryant, who invented Mamba mentality, they told Kobe, they said, Kobe, there's no I in team. And Kobe looked at them very confidently and like they was retarded and said,
It's the E in me. Yeah.
It's an M and it's an E.
Yeah, it's a me
and so as far as me and this creator journey, I just want to tell you,
yes, sir,
that God is my Jerry Buss. And I'm Magic Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Obviously. And God is my Jerry Buss. That's the biggest teammate I can have. You know, if Cap, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar get to tripping, they'll kick Cap off the team.
Yes, they will.
What are you talking about? I'm Magic Johnson. I just said God is my Jerry Buss.
Yes.
Yeah. So and we love James Worthy and all these guys. We love all these wonderful players that was on the Showtime Lakers. But in my movie or in my book, I'm gonna be Magic Johnson.
Want to be Magic.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to go through ups and downs. And no matter what, I'm still gonna keep Cookie's still gonna be there for me. And Jerry Buss will be there for me till he died. And then his daughter will be there for me, which is my little sister. So, you see?
That's it.
And so just let God be your Jerry Buss. I don't know how to I'm sorry to liken God unto a fleshly man that was in heavy sin, but Jerry Buss was just like the flyest white dude ever.
He was.
And I just let God be my Jerry Buss. And I'll be Magic, and see, nobody was in the gym with Magic shooting the shots when he was practicing by himself. Just like that, I think Drake and Rick Ross said that they wasn't with you shooting in the gym.
Exactly.
When they was ready
Exactly.
Kobe,
Exactly.
When they thought that he might get a divorce from his wife. And so just look at it like that. And I don't mean it to like I don't need teammates, but what I'm saying is like, God being for me is better than the world being against me.
Yeah.
And that's all I need. That's all I need is God.
I agree.
And so I did liken him unto Jerry Buss, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I do love Jerry Buss and the Showtime Lakers.
That's history, baby. You already know. That's real. That's real.
I've asked many guests this same question.
Okay.
I'm just going to ask you the same question.
Okay.
Why do so many men suffer quietly?
In my opinion on that, we don't. Let me start over. In my opinion, I would say men suffer quietly. Like me, I have, because I didn't feel like anyone would understand where I'm coming from, to the point of, am I talking about this too much? Am I feeling this too much to where the people that I'm closest to don't want to listen to me? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear me. Or it's the fast answer. I'll pray for you. I'll hurry up. You'll feel better. Just try not to think about it. Like they give you the fast, feel-good answers. Them almost make you feel worse because it's like, oh, you just saying something because you don't want to hear me talk. We're taught to be tough. Take bumps, take bruises, take scratches. Don't say, ow, just take it. When we cry, we weak. That's the nation. That's the national, that's the universal thing. When a man cry, they weak. Or they something else that you ain't supposed to be saying. That's not fair. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? You looked at it as a little boy or something. You feel like you losing respect. people don't respect you because of how you feel sad. You know what I'm saying? Feel like people don't want to be around you because you down and out. Now there's this thing where we say, I'm not gonna let your negative vibes get over here with me, so I'm just gonna leave. And you leaving that person that need people by themselves, when they really need you. You thinking about what's gonna rub off on you when you should be thinking about making sure this person don't commit no daggum suicide, or make sure this person don't drink themselves to death and turn to an alcoholic and lose their job. It ain't your fault. It ain't your place to raise them now. You got to try, at least try. If you say you love them like you do and care for your peeps like you do, your brothers like you do, then show them love at least a little bit. At least show them that you care. They push your way, they just push your way. But you got to at least show and try God that you tried. You know what I'm saying? We also have to try to talk about our problems so they don't take us over, so we can sleep better, so we can treat our body better, talk to our partners better. You know what I'm saying? You can have that attitude with your partner like, what's wrong with you? Because you're going through something, the man going through something, and he just don't know how to talk about it with his partner. You know what I'm saying? Or you getting upset with your brothers and your uncles and your aunties because you got a problem and you don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You're a man, and part of being a man is taking accountability and getting it over with. You know what I'm saying? You have to take accountability. Get it over with. If this is weighing on your heart so bad and all you're doing is sitting there crying in a circle, now your breathing starting to change. Now your chest hurting a little bit. Now your head is going off the rockers and you ain't got no medicine to stop it. You got to talk to somebody. Get it out of you. You know what I'm saying? You helped me get a lot of stuff out today, man, this evening. A lot of the stuff that I've been talking to you about today, I don't care who see it, who watch it. I've been holding this in for so long. 4 years, 3 years. Mom been gone 2023. So let's say 3 years, 3.5 years. I've been holding this in. I could have got the phone out and went live somewhere and, this and that and this and that.
You
and
could have
dot.
done this on your own platform, but you're in more of my position on your platform. You like to be Oprah. You're the interviewer.
Yeah.
And so, but you could have got this out on your platform, but I guess a modern journalist, a freelance journalist, I guess I do the same thing. It's sometimes I do wish that somebody would just interview me. You feel me? So I do understand you, but I have to say that you could do this on your own. You could have done this on your own platform, but who would have been your major or your Oprah or you see what I'm saying? Your Larry King Live.
See what I'm saying, man? I am a victim of coulda, shoulda, woulda. I am a victim of that. And that's that part of it. I am a victim of coulda, shoulda, woulda. Because I'm so used to working with teammates and partners. And they take care of one part. And I do this part. And it seemed like that all that was that. To get to this right here where you flip on all the switches and you turn off all the switches, I have not been in that position yet.
Yeah, we'll teach you everything here. This is YouTube University right here. We're here. Now, it's YouTube University.
Word up, then.
And you know what Kai do? We do this right here. We do it in real life for my real people. Take you right in the house, show you everything, man.
Okay, well, that's word up right there.
Yeah. If you already got God, and that's all you need.
Word up. That's word right there.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't dare have knowledge and not share. Like I was telling you off camera, when I first started taking photos, I asked a couple of really awesome photographers that I admired, could they help me? And they told me I learned everything off YouTube, basically saying, get it out the mud.
Get it out the mud.
It's like, man, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
I didn't know him well enough to say that, or I didn't trip out or anything. I just became a really good photographer. And I guess we'll see you during the main key photography seasons, whoever you are.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no competition. There's only creativity. I don't even operate in competitive nature.
Yeah.
That's why I thought that it would be cool to call and ask them, because my mind don't even operate in a competitive nature. Yeah. I think that you want me to win. Yeah. Because I want you to win. Yeah. So I just thought you wanted me to win because I want to see everybody win. Literally, I used to say, when I see you, I see myself to black people. And now I don't, if you have the breath of life, when I see you, I see myself. Yeah, so I don't have a competitive
That's
bone
real.
in my body. I ain't trying to compete with you. We're only creating over here, and we're going to create on the highest level possible that we can, that the equipment allows, that God bless us with mentally, understanding, editing, lighting, all these things. Bro, we got you. You know, a team, you sound crazy. You're the team. You're right there. Yeah.
I got to keep hearing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got to keep hearing it.
What's the biggest lie depression tells? I.e., you're alone. Nobody cares. Nothing changes. You're a burden on people. Once again, what's the biggest lie depression tells?
The biggest lie for me that depression tells is that you are alone. You are not alone.
No.
You are not alone. You can make yourself think that you're alone, but you still are not alone. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got a conscience in your head, you are not alone. As long as you can pray, and you know that you got good peoples that will be there for you, it ain't the point that they waiting on you to ask. It ain't the point that you got to go ask. It's just it need to be known so that we can do something to work with this. You know what I mean? And coming from experience, the level that I dealt with it, I thought I was alone, but I wasn't. And it took very, very small moments for me to realize that I was not alone. Even when it come down to the little animal that I had to inherit. That little dog, my little Sputnik, he became my best friend. I would hurt somebody if they did something to that dog because I done put so much love into him. He like a little brother to me. That was mama's dog. Now, where I'm going with that is, all this time I'm thinking I'm by myself, and I got man best friend with me. All this time I'm thinking I'm by myself, crying and stuff, but then next thing you know, I got to feed him. He hungry. He got sick one time a little bit, and all I was thinking about was getting him well. I had something to love because something was missing that I couldn't love. And I started loving my little animal so much that I didn't think about what I was missing until I focused and started remembering when I should have been focused on forward. So depression, the biggest lie. You're alone and you don't have to stand still, like move. Like move. You can cure a lot of your depression just by moving, man.
So depression can tell you that there's no more motion.
Yes. That's how small people get fat. You don't see them for a while and you wonder, dang, got bigger than a mug. After you dealt with that situation that everybody heard about or that you saw on the social media or that you bumped into one of their people and they say, you hear about so-and-so? Yeah, they went through a so-and-so. And then you see them, neck all like that, belly all like this. But when you remember them, they used to be, or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, fresh as shade. Now, be it like this. And they don't care. It will do that to you. You know what I'm saying? It will do that to you. Also, it'll make you get on that bad level, you know, the drugs and the drinking, smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I went from a pack a day to pack and a half a day. When I get down to the last 4 cigarettes, I'm heading to the store. But them last 4 cigarettes, I'm smoking them slow now because I know I got a whole pack and I don't want to open it yet. You know what I'm saying? Man, I had to leave all that alone. I had to get up, start moving, walking. Even if it's just walk to the mailbox and back. I stay in the country in Trinity, so everything is like long gravel road. So I'm walking my dog, doing stuff that I never thought I would do. It opened my brain up. I found an app to where I can put it in my pocket and it record all my steps. So now I walk for fun. And it keep me from thinking about the stuff that bring me down. Now I'm at a point now, Strong, where it don't bring me down as hard no more. It don't make me feel sad like that no more. As soon as I think I'm finna cry, when I start to feel it all in here, I find something to do. Whether it's go outside and man, let me go over here and spray some weed killer on this weeds over here. I'm the only one here gonna do it. Let me give my little dog a bath. I'm the only one that's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to the dollar store and get some, you know, toilet papers and bathroom stuffs and some good, smell good spray for the house and, you know what I'm saying, some ants bed killing stuff. Let me go to the store. Let me go do something. Let me go be productive. Depression will make you not be productive. And the minute you stop being productive is the minute that you stop living. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't if you're dealing with depression, anyone out there watching now or later, if you're dealing with depression, come from someone who might not have been through it like others, but I know what I'm talking about because I know how I felt when I felt it. And then many people knock on my door, but the ones who did, they made me open my eyes and understand. And shout out to my homegirl Kiki. Shout out to my homegirl Kiki Jordan. Never ask her for a favor, and she always there to help me.
Shout out Kiki.
Always there to help me. Never ask her for a favor. And if I do ask her for a favor, she already saying, yeah, if I even get it out. Them type of people right there that you love and hold on to and treat them right forever. You know what I'm saying? Just treat them right. Don't never ask you for nothing, but whenever you ask them for something, they always help you. It's people like that that help me get back. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? And once again, you let me come over here and talk with you. It's right now, it's got me feeling very, that I feel real good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can actually, when I go home tonight, I can actually go and study some stuff. Yeah. And pull my notebook out and write down some notes. Plan time now. It's planning time now. It's blueprint time now.
Yeah, and I'm very glad to be a part of your journey.
Thank you, man.
And I just want to see you just keep going because like we can't stop.
Can't stop.
No matter what.
Can't stop.
I've been dealing with some things personally with my personal vehicle. Just found out today that the kid who hit me and my wife when we was at the red light stopped at a complete stop at a red light, came through, hit us at going 50 miles an hour, totaled our vehicle. I just found out that he doesn't have car insurance.
Man.
And all I had was liability car insurance. I don't, I ain't been getting to it,
Yeah.
I've been having a lot going on. No excuses. But honestly, I just don't care. I'm going to accept what God allows. I heard Bishop Mr. Clean sang the song with Twinkie Clark with Twinkie Clark, I apologize. Accept what God allows.
Accept it.
And that's all I can really do at this point is accept what God allows.
Accept it.
And keep moving forward, and we're still going to win. And once you brought up the third, I know a lot of people think of it as blasphemy, but they just don't search their Bibles.
Ain't no blast.
And the light of the body is if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But we'll move past that. I just couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself because they always be on the third eye joint, and I'd be like, what? Like, it's cool. You need to let it be single.
Let it, yes.
So, what are you talking about? Okay, let's go to a few hard questions.
Let's go.
Have you ever envied another creator?
Cannot say I have. Because I just cannot say I have.
Question I had to ask.
I sit here and think about it. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, if I have envy, one is one that I watched before I ever started. Like, when I see some of those already made it level, if you're supposed to say, and then they doing something that I don't like, that I particularly don't like, or they talking a way different than they was when I watched them over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, man, sometimes I say to myself, man, put me in that spot. I would clean that. Like I would like put me in that spot. You know what I'm saying? It get to the point to where I'm like, man, I would run circles around you. You know what I'm saying? But then you have to catch yourself sometimes because it's like, man, you got to get there. You know what I mean? Yeah. They are able to do that because they are allowed to do that because where they sitting at. But as far as everybody we walking on the ground right here together, no, because I'd rather interview you, you interview me, we collab, you get yours, I get mine, and then later on down the line, cuz remember when you did it, remember when we did the little show over there, did the show, and you get in your nice car or your nice car, I get in my nice car, like everybody win. So it's hard for me to envy when everybody win. I want everybody to win. I would like to see everybody win. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I win first, second, third, fourth, 28th. As long as I get to a W. I don't care about who first. I don't care about who first, who second, who last. As long as I get a chance.
That's good. I apologize. Mm-hmm. As a creator, what is your biggest insecurity?
not knowing enough of the ins and outs, not having enough knowledge of the equipment's parts of it, knowing the right avenues to go down when I fall into a problem of finding a topic, not being a boomerang and just going round and round with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Creating work that really looks official. When I look at your stuff and other folks' stuff, it look more official. I ain't did nothing in a while. So I know mine gonna look 5, 6, 10 years old. All scrambled and messed up. You know what I'm saying? Having to start over.
It look official, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about your platform.
But it can be better.
The culture, tennis shoes on the table, just everything you had in there is what placement. And shout out to, I have to,
because I didn't do it by myself.
And a videographer, I have to shout out to JJ all day.
Got to, man.
That's the one person on your team that I just
got to,
because I don't know how to hate or like I don't operate in competitive, like I said earlier, and I'm sorry that I'm interrupting you.
Oh no,
but
go.
I have to shout out JJ all day, and I thought that your platform, your last scene that you had created, or whoever created it for you, I thought it looked really good.
I'm gonna say it like this, and I hope they watch it. We created it together. That what you see right there, them all that was it, all the table, chairs, whatever you saw, we created it together. I had an idea, he had an idea, she had an idea, he had an idea, and so we just took all them ideas and spent what we had to spend, found what we had to find, put it on the table, looked at the file and said, okay. And we put it together. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm a great teammate. So if you down, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody had a different talent though. I can't make nobody part. And then, like when you part, you feel more comfortable around folks that can part somewhat like you. Mm-hmm. You don't want, like, you want good dialogue. Yeah. You don't want, and I ain't talking about them, I'm talking about everyone that we have tried to work with that we couldn't work with. Like, you try to interview somebody and they give you really short answers. It almost make you sweat because you're like, okay, let me get to the next question. Maybe they might open up on this one. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or like you do the photos and taking pictures. You got to, watching JJ do it, you know what I'm saying? The vibe got to be right. The surroundings got to be right. And if they ain't right, you going to make it right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make it right.
He's going to manipulate everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's,
you know what I'm saying?
The scene. Yeah.
And cause his
smart.
His technology part got better and better to the point now we got drones flying just like you. We operating from the iPhone, baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this going, bang. Okay, now that's going, bang. So me being a great teammate, cause when you walk over there, don't worry, I'll stand over here and watch this till you come back. Oh, you finna go outside? All right, don't worry. I'm right here. Look, check on everything till you get back. Hold the drone, man. I'm finna go over here and do this. Got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the teammate aspect, I feel like that was my best component for all the groups that I was a part of. Because I would go look for it, bring it. The situation I was in before that, me and P created Rap City inside stuff in one room. So you can just imagine what all we had, you know what I'm saying? Then he got his setup similar to yours with some extra stuff in there that he was a part of. And it was like, man, I want to hold on to this. But like I said, when other folks got other stuff going on, ain't much you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so that's good. And so for me, that's like I said earlier, that's the reason I chose the route that I chose.
Right.
And also, a set of my favorite 3 words is "oh no man." And so I'm not even talking about money. I'm talking about I did this for you. I did, or you're here now, and I did that for you.
Yeah.
And nobody can say that to me, and that's crazy. Like, I look at you mad crazy. if you said that to me. Like so what you saying?
What
I
you,
owe you something.
what you done did? What you done did?
What you done did.
That's why I look at him and say, what you done
What you
did?
done did. And so it's like, oh no, man. And so I already know at the top that I just, and I appreciate every guest that ever came on here because I have yet the ability to compensate correctly. And there will be something that will be changing in the future when God bless this platform or whatever.
Mhm.
But back to my question.
Yes, sir.
My personal biggest insecurity as a creator is my vernacular. And I pulled up on my dad maybe a couple weeks ago. He still got a lot of really good equipment. I had to use some of his equipment for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dad. And he was telling me, hey, I'm proud of you. Everything looks good. You know, your podcast, everything's great. Just work on your vocabulary a little bit. Add a word here or there. And I said that to say, this the same God that taught us to have an expanded vocabulary and don't be limited as far as what words we're using. And I'm talking about we was kids.
Kids.
Like he loved encyclopedias, dictionaries, things like that. I guess he had a lot of time on his hand. He did have a body ailment.
Yes.
And he instilled that in us. And for him to say that to me now at 42 years old, it made me feel bad. It's like, dang. So my vocabulary sucks because he ain't gonna say your vocabulary sucks. But to me, that meant your vocabulary sucks.
Yeah.
And you need to step your vernacular up and use some more words, you know what I'm saying? Switch it up. And I took that advice, and I do think that that's my biggest insecurity because I don't care about what I look like.
Yeah. I feel you. I understand that.
Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, all things that be added unto. I don't care what I'm going to eat. I don't care what I'm going to drive. I don't care where I'm going to live, shelter over my head. I don't care what I'm going to wear. So I don't care how other people perceive me and or see me. I don't care. Plus, I think I'm fly. You know what I'm saying? Plus,
yeah,
I think
you
I'm
got to.
because I think I'm like the Lord. And so, but just my only insecurity is that I would like to speak in a more eloquent way, and I would like to have better words in spots that they will fit in.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's like maybe Jay-Z trying to figure out what rhymes with this word or that word, but he don't want to say the typical word that everybody would say.
Exactly. I feel
maybe
that.
not Jay-Z. Maybe like a Nas.
I feel it. Yeah.
Take it to the highest level ever. Maybe Nas or what's the boy name? I can't think of the name. His name. I really hate that I can't think of his name.
Kendrick Lamar?
No. Definitely not. Love Kendrick. Love Kendrick. But I was thinking one of the greats that ever done it.
Great.
Yeah. Just way past Kendrick. Just can't think of his name. Really hate that.
How far are we talking back?
Because I would cut this out and put that in there.
We're still in the 90s, or we talking a little bit back? We talking about Rakim days?
90s. The guy that Nas sound like.
Oh, Coogee Rap.
Coogee Rap.
Coogee Rap.
Coogee Rap.
Yeah.
Coogee Rap.
Shoot, what?
Coogee Rap is. His vernacular is retarded. Him and Nas, and I think Nas is the greatest, and then like Coogee Rap kind of
man.
Yeah, but I would love for my vernacular to be better. What scares you more, failing or finally succeeding?
Ask me that one more time.
What scares you more, failing or finally succeeding?
Failing, for me. For me, it's failing. Reason why I say that is because I don't want to fail. And I feel like I done failed enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fail. After going through some things that I feel like I have already failed on, and some things that I probably ain't failed yet, succeeding is all I want. And being the type of person I am, I enjoy the small things. I enjoy the simple things. It doesn't take much to make me happy. It's the thought that counts kind of person. So I'm tired of failing. I don't want to fail no more. Like failing, I don't want to fail no more.
Only thing I'll say to that is the subconscious, it acts more fears and making sure that bringing that to fruition in your conscious and real life than it does the positive. So I try to not think of failure at all. I think I would want to look at myself like my biggest fear would be to succeed, because with that comes stewardship over the success that God didn't put in my life.
Word.
And so now that's a bigger challenge. Stewardship is a bigger challenge than failing in life. Like I done watched a lot of failures. They say failures don't do seminars and failures definitely don't have podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
But I've watched a lot of failures in my life, and I already know how to fail.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm already a professional failure.
Yeah.
I'm the best failure you ever known already. So I would be more afraid of success, you know, and I'm excited. I'm more excited about that too, opposed to failure, because there's no excitement in failure. I already done it. I already done it. It's only misery and anguish and mental. You feel me? It's like failure sucks so bad. You know, failure just sucks. But you gotta fail.
You got to.
You got to.
You
need to. It's a pivotal part of growth.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
I love failure. I mean, there is no light without darkness.
Exactly.
And so, you know,
exactly,
some things have to come out of darkness.
Exactly. You telling the absolute truth.
Yeah.
Dang, boy.
The Honorable Minister Farrakhan said everything was formed out of triple blackness, the triple darkness.
Triple dark.
I said triple dark.
Triple dark.
I had to go watch the whole thing. When it said triple darkness, I said, hold on, minister. And he went crazy in the entire lecture. Of course, he went absolutely crazy. I apologize. He went crazy. Mm-hmm. And shout out to Honorable Louis Minister Farrakhan, who just recently lost his wife. We'll be praying her strength and his strength in the Lord and the family on their during their bereavement time.
Yes.
I already asked it. What's the biggest sacrifice this journey has cost you so far? Family, sleep, relationships, money, or peace? I can guess. You go ahead. What's the biggest sacrifice this journey has cost you so far? A family, sleep, relationships, money, or peace?
Relationship.
I heard it.
Because everything else I can fix.
Yeah.
But the relationship part.
Yeah.
Having to tell the other, you know, I got hours over here I got to do, or I'm doing this or I'm doing that, you know what I mean? And I'm really doing it. I have the documented proof, videos. I got everything you need to show you I was right here doing what I'm doing. But then it come the time where when things start moving for you, there was a part of my journey where things was really moving. I'm on this site doing something. I'm on this site doing something. Live action, touching. I'm setting up, getting interviews set up, and out of all that, you know, still working my job. But it's just now I need time to chill with my lady. My lady want to chill with me. At the moment, she ain't working. So she got plenty of time. Having to drive a little piece to get here, and it's like that got pushed back. It shouldn't have got pushed back, but it did though. You say you understood at first. Everything was cool at first. You seeing the projects. Then it seemed like once time started twisting a little bit away from you, you started to get kind of tight with me. We on good terms now, but it's just the point of that all that you named, the sleep part, I'm a vamp owl. You know what a vamp? That's a vampire and an owl mixed together. And what do? Stay up all night. So I don't sleep. I do sleep now, but I don't sleep like I'm supposed to sleep. But I just don't sleep. The money part, if you go to work, you're going to get your check. Go to work, get your check, make your money. Pay your bills. Pay what you need to pay, what you need to pay. Don't get what you want, get what you need. The stuff that you want will be there another day. The stuff that you need to do get took away from you now if you don't take care of it. That's just me. The other part, what was your name? What's the other one? You said money, sleep, family. I think we already went through that part.
Family, sleep, relationship, money, and peace.
I get peace when I do this.
Me too.
I get peace when I do this, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to get to that last one. I get peace when I do this. When I do this, whether I'm looking up information, watching videos, trying to get a frame of what's going on, looking up words, coming up with a different format on how I can make a show better or make this live better, or, you know, when I'm doing that, light on, got my hat to the back, I might have one lit, Got my little special drink that I might be drinking on, energy drink, big bottle of water. Got the music over there playing. Dog fed, so he ain't getting on my nerves. I'm in my moment now. Because I know once I whip this up and the plans go right, I have a great show.
Great show.
I'm going to have something good to get clips out of.
Yeah.
I'm going to have something that the person that I interview can have something to show. Dang, you asked me some stuff I wasn't ready for. I'm glad you did that. Now I got something I can show my peers. Hey, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a repost, give me a comment. What you think about that? Tell me what you thought about it. Now I can, you know what I'm saying? I can make this last more. You know what I'm saying? Putting that effort into it. Putting your effort into it. You know what I'm saying? Peace. It's peace for me. And I like doing it. What they say, it ain't a job if you love doing it, right?
It's not even work.
I love doing it.
Not even work.
It's peace.
To be honest with you, at this point, the building that I go in physical work in, that I clock in at, that I got a badge for, that I'll never have ownership there. It's not even work for me anymore. I love the physical labor. Yeah. Now the question I asked you, I just got to answer it myself.
No doubt.
And mine was sleep. Yeah, I ain't like. Yeah, mine is sleep. I guess I could have worked a lot of more overtime opposed to editing and things like this, and scheduling some of my shows. But mine is sleep. I lost sleep. I don't sleep.
Do you feel like has it changed you any not being able to get enough rest?
I think it's made me better. Yeah. I mean, I used to sleep too much. Yeah. It was always a thing with me and a couple of my buddies, were my best friends. I got one friend that I've never called him. It don't matter how early I call him, he up. Yeah, and I got one brother that if I call him and I can catch him even just hello, if we don't like that. There is no sleep. You know, don't come to a sleep but a dream.
True.
And so we're not dreaming. We're living the life that you feel me, that we sculpting out for ourselves.
Yes.
And so, you know, I can't remember calling these guys and they sleep now. My big brother sleeps.
He sleep.
He sleep. He's a sleeper. But he was given his gift and his purpose at 3. and so he can rest a little easy. You feel me? And I just there's no sleep.
No sleep.
Yeah, no, there's no sleep.
That's your ones. No sleep.
And it's all natural as well. No weird drugs or anything. I don't put anything in my body. Anybody who know me in real life, no, I don't put anything in my body. I mean, I do have vices.
Yeah.
Transgress against the temple of God.
Yeah.
But you tell me anything heavy or something that help me stay up or anything like just if anything, it's gonna be something to help me go to sleep, and that's gonna be natural as well.
Yes.
He that hath an ear, let him hear. Anyway,
y'all heard it.
Before I move on to the rapid fire questions,
all right,
you had some few topics that you wanted to cover.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
just something real quick. There's none coming off of reason why I came up with these is because being the age that we are now and coming up like we came up, it's certain things I feel like the world has forgot about. Sometimes I even right here in our own city, you know what I'm saying? But first I'm going to start out with thinking too fast can be harmful. And the reason why I say that is because I am my own critic. I'm my own. I got to take accountability for it. Sometimes thinking too fast can mess up something very good that you ain't seeing. For instance, like I told you earlier, you walk into a building or business and somebody that you cool with, friends with, work buddies with, whatever the case may be, for cousins, folks, whatever, and they happen to walk by you this one day and didn't speak like y'all regularly speak, it make you be like, dang, what's wrong with them today? They all standing all over there like they don't want to stand over here. You wasn't acting like that yesterday. F them then. Forget them then. You already got in your mind, all right, I won't be talking to, all right, I got you, all right, blocked, all right, deleted, all right, unfollowed, I got you, buddy. Let me go on him right now and start Unfollow right now. Then next thing you know, they walk up. Hey man, you hear about my what you call? No man, what you talking about? Now you, as they talking to you, you remembering what you thought and how you got to throw it away. Because now they telling you this didn't happen or that didn't happen or this didn't happen. And now you like, oh man, you need any help? I'm sorry, my bad. I gotta slow it down.
Too, that's a personal problem that I've dealt with my entire life. I am learning to slow it down and not jump to conclusions and not assume so quickly and become the first three letters of the word assume, because I don't want to make that out of myself. And I've done this so many times. And you know, God gonna keep you on the same loop until you pass the test.
Yes.
And so I'm very, very guilty of what you're talking about, jumping to conclusions, making premature assumptions.
That's me.
About what people might have going on, or what they ain't rocking with me no more, or this, then, well, not so much they ain't rocking, because I don't care who's rocking with me, God's rocking with me. But, you know, just assuming that this person is thinking that, or that they seeing this situation that way, or that they judging me in this way or that way. And I definitely have been guilty of that. I'm just recently, like, I suck. And I need the audience members to pray my strength in the Lord.
Same here. Same here.
Because God ain't done with me yet. And so I thought that was a really good point that you wanted to bring up right there.
Thank you. Yeah. A win is a win. Just follow through. Shout out to my partner, Bradley Pitts. He came by the job the other day. And he flagged me down, and we had a good conversation. He said, Cookie man, look, he said, when you wake up in the morning, man, you got to understand, think when. He said, when you get up in the morning, man, do you some stretches, man. Even if you're just doing your neck like this and doing your arms like this, do you some stretches. And then when you make that bed up, you got to think about that's win number 1. Now, what's number 2? What's number 3? And just think like that as you move throughout the day. You might have a little more success in your life that you're looking for if you just have more of a winning mentality than more of a struggling mentality.
Shout out to Bradley Pitts for inspirational, motivational guy. I'm absolutely gonna have to have him on.
Holler at him, please.
Bradley told me one day, he said, Strong, you need to drink more pomegranate juice, and you need to eat raw chocolate, even though it's not gonna taste good. These are healthy things for you and your body. And then he was telling me about something else that I need to be drinking. And I was like, Brad, that's him. I was like, Bradley, I'm not even on my workout thing right now, but he was really putting me on game, you know, because I gotta see the finish line with this. Well, I guess we done it. Praise God. But I have wanted to get back to my health journey. I had got myself to a really good. I was looking good.
You was in there.
I was looking good.
Doing your thing.
And I let go because I had something else going on. You know, it didn't. You know, my cop out was always the working out didn't give me no money. But being as aesthetically pleasing as you possibly can is going to help you get to a bigger bag.
It will help you.
It's just no way it's not going to help you. Bradley Pitts, super energetic guy,
man,
super in shape.
Man,
you wouldn't even know because he's humble.
It's God.
He's a great guy. You brought him up.
That's real. That's real though. That's real though. But that's real. And
I'm gonna have him on about men's fitness.
Please bring him on. I can't wait to hear y'all talk. I will be watching and sharing and reposting.
He's gonna talk about fat people. Bradley Pitts gonna talk about fat people. And I don't mean in a negative way.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. It's hard not to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And last one, the new ordinaries of life that I've been noticing. Working in the restaurant industry in different restaurants. I done work everywhere from a 1-star to a 4-star. I ain't never been a 5-star, but from 1 to 4. If I had been a 5, I didn't know it. I done work every part of the kitchen except serving and salads. Rudeness. Seems like rudeness is more accepted now in this world. When we used to get taught about kindness and niceness. Of course, our folks always let us know if somebody hits you, hit them back. You know what I'm saying? Of course, our folks always let us know, don't be no fool for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Watch yourself, take care of yourself, blase, blase. But then there's also that factor of respect your elders. respect people that's talking about something. You know, like when I say that, some of the stuff that you've been talking about, the Bible scriptures, instead of me acting or being like I'm not interested, not showing interest, why don't I at least ask a question so I can't understand?
Yeah. And I wasn't trying to make you or the audience uncomfortable. This is literally all I know. I think I won like 5 Bible Bowls in a row.
And see, I'm like that though. I'm like a paper roll. You know how to put the paper on the roll, and the more you put on there, the bigger it get. I listen. So I'm hearing that. Because remember, I told you earlier, I don't know nothing about the Bible. I might know a few things, but I don't know much. Being around somebody like you, I can learn more. Listening to somebody like you, I can learn more. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have teachers like that. Everybody that I was taught was supposed to teach me, they shouted.
Yeah. I used to interview my granddad at the kitchen table when grandma used to make us breakfast.
See what I'm saying?
When I spent the night, you can ask my grandma.
Moments like that last forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, because I don't want to say the same thing. Moments like that last forever, man. Like that right there, what you just said. Like that, man, you just made a light bulb in my head. Something like that right there can guide you through this whole journey. Just them, you being the age you was, asking your grandpa them questions, yeah, or those questions, and then you knowing that he know, like I'm pretty sure he was like the smartest man to you. You know what I mean? Like
he still is.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That stick with you, and the legacy, like it shows. Like he did a good job, yeah, because all of his seeds is working at being better than it was yesterday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Each round go higher and higher.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can add that effect to the question you asked me earlier about family support, stranger support. Like you say, when my mama told me what she told me, it's all the support you need, cook. You know what I'm saying? But it still feel good when somebody like you say, hey, I got some advice for you. If you don't believe it work, look. If you don't believe it work, look. You know what I'm saying?
The reason I don't have advice for the youngs, for the youth, is because to have it, to give anybody anything, you need to be speaking from a point of, I don't mean no harm, I don't want to sound crazy, but we are been there, done that.
Been there, done it.
And so, one of my favorite street teachers back in the day was Brother Polite.
Gotcha.
And
I know about Polite.
Brother Polite always used to say, I didn't buy the Bentley for me. I bought it so you would listen to me. And so, and I ain't gonna lie, like it was easy to listen to Brother Polite once I seen him pull up in the Bentley with his absolutely beautiful wife, one of his beautiful wives. I forgot her name. She's absolutely beautiful. And I said, wow, I better listen to him and figure it. You see what I'm saying? And so to talk to the youngs, you don't need to talk at them. Tell them what you would have done. When you talk to them, you need to tell them what to do, what you did do, and how you made it to where you are. And so the only reason I had advice for you is because it's so few of us in this creator journey. And I just want to tell you what I had already experienced and seen as far as analytics, what people are attractively, you know what I'm saying, aesthetically attracted to. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a big reason that Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King all use the same color schemes. It's a big reason.
Y'all better look.
Message.
Y'all better look.
And so the things that I was telling you off camera, it was I wasn't giving you advice that I didn't take for myself. I learned everything from vidIQ. Shout out to vidIQ. Anything that they own is super awesome. And shout out to Gary V.
Gary V. Okay.
Gary V. And vidIQ. vidIQ first.
vidIQ.
And then Gary V.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last thing I want to throw at you, and then just back on you, is reading is not. Reading ain't being. Reading. I'm trying to say it right. If I had, I'm better with showing you. If I'm at work and I'm reading this ticket and it said do this and do this and do that, and I hand it to the youngster, and they supposed to be able to read like me, and they don't. It really gets under my skin that we have a generation coming up under us that don't want to read or don't read or wasn't taught to read properly, because it's showing, man. Like I'm working with children that don't want to read until you make them. And it's part of the job. We see the things happening now. And from something that small to that boy losing his life on that boat. Our younger generation right now is leaving here faster than the older folks is because of decisions being made when they should have been. Slow down, hold up, let's think for a second. That's why I was telling you earlier off the record, we know who our granddaddies is. And they come from a lineage, a legacy of strong talk. When they talk, it hits you all up here, all right here. Till sometimes it make your legs shake. You know what I'm saying?
And they weren't trying to be your friend.
And they wasn't trying to be your friend. They trying to tell you, this is what you need to survive. This is what you need to live. This is what you need to think about. How you think we made it this far? You know what I'm saying? Reading, all that, we used to laugh about reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. We always used to laugh about that stuff. Reading is important. You know what I mean? Reading is very important. So shout out there to all the young parents, not the old ones, the young ones. Make sure that that youngster of yours is reading so they can understand where they're going back and forth. You don't know what this job consists of. You got to read. You know what I'm saying? There's been a moment of time where I didn't keep something because I had to read more. So I had to get myself in order. You know what I'm saying? You got to, a job like a restaurant job, man, you got to read, man. You got to read, y'all. You got to read. You can't just, people paying for that stuff. And then the people that's paying to eat it, you gotta understand, we getting paid to make this. You want that raise, don't you? You want you want to work them early day hours and get off in the evening, right? You got to do it right. You got to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And I done work with a lot of youngsters, trained them, showed them stuff, liked them real good. They was cool. Coached them up, talked to them, they stayed. But it's just the point of, I'm working with them other ones they mess up too much. You should get tired of this GM saying this to you over and over and over. Now here I am, got to tell you, come in the back. Hey, come here, little bro. Come here, home girl. Come here. Hey, look, you got to read this right here now. You got to hang this up. You got to read this. You know what I'm saying? Whether you call me old or not, I'm trying to tell you how to survive in here.
So what I've learned about this generation is they can enunciate with the words that they see on the paper. Now, we had a thing called reading and comprehending.
Yes.
And so I believe that they can read the red, blue, yellow, 1, 2. But as far as putting it together and comprehending,
man,
because the comprehensive part is the key part. And I just don't think that I don't, we had books. And I think the new kid, I don't know how young you're talking about, but if you're talking about super young,
I'm gonna say
they didn't have books.
From 19 to 21.
Okay, 19 to 21, they didn't. They
at this point though,
they was doing this on their tablet.
Yeah,
or the teachers gave them a tablet, or the state gave them a tablet, because I don't even think that when it was first being implemented, the teachers were really cool with taking the books out of the classroom, which is really crazy. And it's going to be a handicap, and it's going to retard you. There's just nothing to talk about. We read books. We could carry big books home. We had reviews. Even cheating, you had to turn a few pages and flip to the end of the chapter to get the review. You had to read that. Then you go back and find the answers. You had to read to find the answers, whether you read the whole 2, 3, 4 paragraphs or not. Even to cheat, you had to read. And so now I don't think they have to cheat. I don't think they got to do anything. It might be a button. I don't know.
That's
chat been out.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Last thing I'm going to say about it. Y'all can laugh if you want to. When did they stop cursive writing? And why, Strong? Give me your why. Because I don't understand why when I write a little baby Z down and I got 5 youngsters telling me, is that a J? What is that? Is that a J? Is that a... No, man, that's a baby Z. That's a little J. That's they don't know cursive writing. And that shocked me. That really shocked me the first time I found that out.
See, my true opinion, I guess go ahead and... My true opinion is I use only keywords.
Okay.
It's really easy. It's going to be really easy. Cursive originates from curse. Spelling originates from a spell. And so I can't cast a spell if I can't bind the words together.
Gotcha.
And so if I can't write in cursive,
gotcha.
And I mean, he that has an ear, let him hear. You feel me? And that's
Gotcha.
what we'll just leave that at right there.
Gotcha.
And so we don't want these people writing out their dreams. Feel me?
Feel you.
I'm done. I'm done on that.
Gotcha.
I'm done on that. But when did they do that? I guess right, but MJ
5 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago?
Well, yeah, somewhere in the 15 range. In
Damn.
the 15 years ago range. Because my son graduated from high school in 2024.
Okay.
Was never taught cursive. And we didn't, you know, as younger parents at the time, we don't mean no harm.
Didn't care nothing about it for real.
It ain't that we didn't care. We didn't even know. You know, because you would have to be. You remember how your parents used to just walk into school and just walk in your class and open the door and check on you?
Yeah, you can't do that now.
After Sandy Hook, see, my son went to school after that.
Okay.
And so after Sandy Hook, you couldn't do that anymore.
Got you.
Okay, it makes plenty of sense. It should have actually been after the boys down there. I forgot what it was called when they had. Well, that was our age and shot everybody up. The two young males.
Waco, Texas stuff?
Yeah, what was that called?
Oh.
I forgot what that was called.
I know it was if that's the right one, the Waco, Texas situation. I can't remember the actual name they had for it.
It was a whole name that there was a super catchy and there was no way that the audience wouldn't know what I was talking about. But
gotcha.
My best reference now is as far as my son them and the 15 years past the cursive writing and the parents being able to walk into the school, walk into the class, check on the kid, just be watching and you could be there.
You could be there.
Is that was they killed that out.
They killed that.
At the same time they killed out cursive teaching the kids in cursive. So I would say about 15 years ago, my son would have been 5. When do you start learning the cursive and things like that? Maybe 6 or 7.
6 or 7,
something like that. Yeah. So
I mean, 6 or 7 years
dead.
old. I mean,
it was already dead.
Yeah. Okay.
It was dead. Already.
Just curious.
About
Just
15
curious.
years ago.
Just curious. I know how things can go sometimes with this education stuff, but no doubt. So.
All right. So we have made it to the lightning round.
Let's go.
And we love the lightning round. Finish these. One word, no thinking.
Gotcha.
Finish these. One word, no thinking. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying, submit yourself to one word. One word, one sentence.
Okay.
Biggest fear.
Being broke.
You're going to always be broke with that being your biggest fear. Biggest regret.
Not learning how to work a camera to the T when I had the chance. No, the chance is right here. I'm here now. Best advice your mother gave. Don't be nobody's fool.
Yeah. My granddad gave me similar advice. Most overrated thing about YouTube.
You can become famous.
Yeah, famous is definitely overrated. Broke famous people. Most underrated thing about YouTube.
You can learn a lot if you just pay attention.
That's a fact. It can change your life.
Man, whole outcome.
One thing you tell your younger self.
Save your money, man. Don't buy that. Don't buy this. Put that money up. Go home. That night, go home. Go stop at the stop sign. Go home. Don't make that right turn. Take that car home.
One thing you tell a man battling depression, you can take your time.
That you just took my answer. Take your time.
Wow.
You took my answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Take your time. Because if you that one answer, take your time. Think it through. Take your time.
One thing people misunderstand about you.
That I can't be mean when I really can. I can be a first 3 letters up, assume, whole. I can be one of those really. I can be a villain better than I can be a hero. That ain't got nothing to do with being bad, guns, who I can fight. Ain't got nothing to do with that. I can be a villain better than I can be a hero. But I choose to be more of a hero aspect.
One person you'd thank if they were watching. One person you'd say thank you to if they were watching. For any reason.
Ask me that one more time.
One person you'd thank if they were watching. one person that you would give a thank you to if they were watching for any reason.
Thank you, Dark Sugar Podcast in Arizona, for always believing in me and giving me the information that I needed to know about my inner child.
That's good. Imagine you're 80 years old and you're looking back. What do you hope people say your life stood for?
He stood up for what was right. If you needed help, he would help you. If you didn't have somewhere to stay that day and you knew Cook was at home, I know that Cook would let me in. I know Cook would give me a room. I know Cook would help me out until I got on my feet. He's the type of guy that will listen to you and won't say a word because he want to hear everything that you got to say. And he want to let you get it off your chest. Ain't too many people around here like him that care more than he's supposed to. He's a loving dude.
That's good.
But before you close, let me say this one thing. You are doing a great job. I know you ain't going to stop, but I'm going to say it anyway. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep growing. You have inspired me to be more and more. You really have inspired me, and you've opened up that little busy bee in my head to, it's time to get back to it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to come over here and speak with you and get my truth out of my chest. Now I can breathe a little better. You know what I'm saying? And I want to tell you thank you for that. You know what I mean? It's Major is a dope show. I like your show. I love your show. It's very interesting. And I think that's why I like it the best, because it's interesting. Ain't that interview like the other one. Yeah. That's what I really like about your, one interview is not like the next interview. So I'm getting something different out of this bag every time. Take my time and watch it, sit back, chill, and you know what I'm saying? It's entertainment too. At the end of the day, it's very entertaining too. So I just want to tell you, thank you once again. You're doing a great job. I will be one of those that follow, share, and repost, comment. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it's at. You know what I mean? So just with that, just before you close, I just wanted to get that out and let you know, thank you. You know, giving me the opportunity. I feel good, man. Like, I feel good. I was excited, but I feel good. So it's Major. I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You did that. You helped another human being feel better than they did yesterday.
And that's Major. And that's what it's all about. And I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you for reaching out. It's very rare that I ask people to join the show at this point where we're at now. And so if I ever asked you to join the show, thanks. And even if you did turn this down, the opportunity down, thanks. But I don't, you know, at this point, I'm trying to learn to accept what God allows and let it come to me, opposed to all I've never been a reaching type of guy, no how. And so I can't do all that. And I'm not putting my pride to the side.
Gotcha.
You feel me? So I can't do all that. And I really appreciate you for coming up here and being open and honest about some of these things. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
People hate vulnerability.
Got to, man.
But people love to watch vulnerability. You see? But man, that's all I got. And that's Major, guys. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also go to Cook COOKZZ24 podcast, and we'll leave a link in the description where you can find his podcast at. Mm-hmm. And we're going to ensure that he's uploading, guys.
Uploading. Okay. Got to get back to it, man. Also, if I don't mind me throwing this in, y'all can catch me also on Facebook at Always Cooks 24 or on Instagram, because you'll find me on there a lot. That's how I kind of keep myself alive.
It's always with an S.
With a Z. I was about to say that. Yeah. But see, that's what. See, that was a choice I made because I wanted to be different. I didn't want to use S like everybody else. Yeah. I wanted to use a Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, but if it's time for a change, who better than people who are already doing it to tell me, hey, why don't you try a change? Won't you? So, of course, I'm going to take your advice.
I asked Fred Dunnigan, I said, Mac, what should I do about my logo? He said it should be this Major and make it real simple. He said, don't do nothing extra on this. He said, make it real simple. The more simple, the better. And then I thought about my favorite rap beats. They're all simple. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Timberland 3-layered joint, and I love Timberland.
He hates you.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
But if you give me an Alchemist beat,
Woo.
you give me the guy from Mobb Deep, what's his name?
Havoc.
His name. You
Havoc.
Give me Havoc, and you give me Tupac, Jay-Z, Big.
What about a RZA beat?
You get RZA beat. You give me an Ice Cube over there.
Okay.
You know,
What about Jay Dilla beat?
I'm cool with it.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
cool.
I like Alchemist.
Alchemist is the Dawn. That's my dog.
Yeah. I like that type of. I like dark,
Yeah.
simple, and whoever Rick Ross be buying all his beats from, I like those.
Yeah, he be having some. He got some dope beats over the MMG. Yeah, I had to get to you.
They said his album just flopped, but for me, I loved Rick Ross' new album.
So I need to give it a listen then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would listen to
I'll
it.
give it a listen.
I like Rick, the new album. That's why I don't listen to people when they be like, it's so. I don't care about numbers no more.
Yeah.
Just like I don't care if this video get 2 views. I don't care. I still think it's the flyest thing on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I did.
Because all you other creators niche down because that's what they want you to do. And I ain't niching down about nothing. If I want to talk about Jesus this episode, I'm going to talk about Jesus. If I want to talk about drugs the next episode, I'm going to talk about drugs. If I want to talk about the YNs, then I'm going to talk about the Y. I'm going to be talking about the YNs soon.
They do it.
I'm going to I got Anthony Burgess scheduled for tomorrow. He going to come up here and talk. He going to talk.
He going to talk.
Okay? He know how to talk.
He going to talk.
He going to talk. And so that's what I want to do. And I ain't niching down. You feel me? I ain't niching down. I'm the niche.
You the niche.
My personality is the niche. You rocking with me or you're not.
Or you're not.
And so that's what you got to figure out. Like Joe Budden don't niche down. Joe Rogan don't niche down. He just had JD Vance on, and then here I have Joey Diaz
on the other side. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I had I don't mean no shade to Joey Diaz.
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
I had a Lois or the Lois on here, and then I got JD Vance and Trump on here. You feel me? So yeah.
It's so diverse.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm the niche.
You the niche.
And so that's what I would tell all young creators. You're the niche.
You the niche.
You're the niche. That's what I tell you. You're the niche. It's not a subject. It's not we talk about relationships here. We talk about everything here because life is not a niche. Life is life. And there's Major.
Salute.